the next 5 to 8 minutes, the three of us will present 3 situations in which a high school student could be affected by peer pressure.
Peer pressure is generally thought of as a pressure that an individual feels to act in a certain way or make choices in an effort to fit in with a group of people, generally around the same age. Although these situations may not directly correlate with the situations in our viewers' lives, the most important takeaways from our work should be witnessed in the numerous coping mechanisms provided in the film.
These coping mechanisms, which we have subsequently titled the Triple E technique, consist of denial techniques through excuses, evidence, and emphasis. We thank you for your time and hope you enjoyed the film.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Dude, I can't believe we won that game, bro. 6 months of training finally paid off. Dude, we have to celebrate, man.
Yeah, I can't believe it either. Where are you planning on heading?
Yeah, so Mike's having some kids. His parents are home, so we're set, man.
All right, word. Just show me the way. Dude, I thought you said Mike's parents were home. There's beer cans all over the place.
Dude, chill, man. Not every day you win a playoff game. Have some fun, man. Here, try this.
You serious, dude? I'm not trying.
Let's first begin by trying to decide what type of peer pressure is being implemented in this situation. Norman, a really close friend to Sammy, is pressuring Sammy into a situation he didn't seem to want to be a part of in the first place. This is an example of negative peer pressure. Although we often assume peer pressure is a bad thing, there are actually 2 different forms of peer pressure: positive peer pressure, which are supporting factors, and negative peer pressure. Sammy recognizes the negative impacts alcohol can have on his judgment and also realizes negative effects of getting caught under the influence as a minor. In order to not hurt his friend, Sammy used the first strategy in the Triple E, excuses, to attempt to talk his way out of the situation. Let's see how he does.
Coach even thinks we were out partying tonight. He's gonna kill us.
Dude, relax, man. It's only 1 beer. How much harm can it really do to you?
Quite a bit, actually. The 3 leading causes of death for 15 to 24-year-olds are automobile crashes, homicides, and suicides. Alcohol is the leading factor in all 3.
Yeah, not tonight, man. We've worked too hard for the playoffs, and I don't want to get kicked out just because of this party.
Dude, don't be a wuss, man. It's only 1 beer. Seriously. That's all I'm asking for.
Sorry, man. I don't want to. I'll just be the driver and make sure you guys get home all right.
All right, man. Thanks for looking out for me out anyways.
Although Norman appeared to give up rather easily once Sammy posed his excuses, the most important takeaway from this technique was the fact that all of Sammy's excuses were practical thoughts for why he couldn't drink. By stating the importance his sport really had on him, Norman began to be less forceful with his attempts, and Sammy was successful in talking his way out of the situation. Let's move on to situation number 2.
Yeah, dude, you wanna just come over to my house? I'm not really doing anything.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, word.
Yeah, what do you want to do?
I don't know, man. I'm pretty tired already. I think I'm just gonna chill here.
Alright.
Hey, dude, you want one?
No, dude, I don't smoke.
Dude, it's good. Go ahead and try it.
I've been feeling kind of sick today. I don't make it any worse.
Dude, you're fine.
I'm alright, thanks.
Fine, you suit yourself, man. It's good.
In this situation, Matt tried to use an excuse as how they did in situation number 1. However, it hasn't worked, and Matt is still unsure about how to get out of the situation. Fortunately, Matt is well informed about the harms of tobacco.
I don't know, man. I think the cons really outweigh the pros on this one. Did you know that a teen who uses tobacco for more than a year has an over 80% chance of becoming reliant on the drug?
Yeah, I know, man. It's been really tough for me to stop. I'm really sorry. I shouldn't have pressured you into doing it.
Sorry.
Situation, Matt found that the second technique in the Triple E strategy, evidence, strategy number 2, was effective. Excuses don't always work, as Matt found out, but he was able to talk about his knowledge of the harms and why they deterred him from smoking. By reminding Sammy about the harms of smoking, Matt was able to work his way out of the situation. Now let's look at situation number 3.
Yo, Norm.
What is it, Matt?
Yo, help me with number 12.
Dude, I really don't want to cheat, man. Did you study?
I mean, yeah, a little bit. Come on, just do it for a friend.
Yeah, fine.
See? Thanks. Did you get 15 and 17 too?
Yeah, A and D.
Oh, awesome, thank you.
15 minutes later.
Yo, Norm.
What is it now, Matt?
Dude, I'm really not getting these Punnett squares. Can you help me?
Previously, the use of other logical techniques was the most effective way of coping with peer pressure and getting out of a compelling situation. In this predicament, you see that Norman has no other option but to just say no. In order to do this and be effective with this technique, Norman needs to be assertive with his denial and add emphasis in order to effectively avoid the situation.
Funny, but seriously, can you help?
Sorry, man. That's a no.
Come on, dude, just a few answers.
No, dude, you're just gonna get both of us in trouble.
Dude, please, just a few, come on.
No!
Jeez, what's your problem?
My problem? You're the one who should have studied.
Alright, fine, I'll just do it myself.
Norman has to decide whether to continue helping out his friend or to keep his academic integrity. Ultimately, Norman uses emphasis, the third technique of the Triple E strategy, to get out of the difficult situation. He emphasizes his refusal to Matt in order to show his seriousness. Although Matt quickly gets angry, he accepts the refusal and Norman successfully escapes the situation. These kinds of situations are very difficult because an individual has to decide between the importance of friendship versus his moral obligation to be academically honest. Here, Norman realizes that his academic integrity is much more important than his friendship, and he assertively displays that to Matt. A helpful tip to help you solve this problem is to talk to a guidance counselor. It is their job to help teens and students make the right choices in order to get out of tricky situations.
In the diagram shown above, 82% of individuals surveyed determined that peer pressure was the major contributing factor to illegal drug usage in teenagers. This proves that most individuals seemingly understand the threat peer pressure can play on our life choices, and in order to prevent these negative choices, individuals need outlets and coping mechanisms, some of which are highlighted in our Triple E strategy.
As seen in the 3 situations we just highlighted, teens are faced with the threat of peer pressure throughout their lives. Now, although this peer pressure may not always reflect negative situations, such as alcohol, drugs, and cheating, we felt as though these 3 examples were some of the most prevalent examples in modern high school environments. Now, although we felt this way, we also recognize that in a recent study, 51% of students claim that peer pressure can be positive, which proves not all forms of peer pressure are negative peer pressure.
Through the use of the Triple E method, we hope to educate our viewers on possible techniques to avoid succumbing to peer pressure. Your efforts should not stop here. However, sites including DoSomething.org and tees.drugabuse.com are great ways to educate students on alternative techniques to stop peer pressure not shown in this video.
At the end of the day, every teenager will succumb to peer pressure at some point in their high school career. We hope the use of our Triple E method, excuses, evidence, and emphasis, will prevent situations shown in the video in the future. Thank you for your time.